Alright, so for this this blog entry, I want to talk about guerrilla warfare, starting with its history. Historically, it was used during the American Revolution against the British. Minutemen were known to ambush columns of British soldiers. And also during World War II in Nazi-occupied France, guerrilla warfare was used against the occupying Nazis, and guerrilla warfare has even in more recent times been used against the United States in Vietnam and Afghanistan. So the strategy behind guerrilla warfare is basically to wear down a larger force and avoiding head-on confrontations using like surprise and stuff like that, and also fighting in favorable terrain a lot of the times. Yeah, and it is comprised of phases. This is something that Che Guevara was a prominent communist revolutionary. He talked about that a lot. And you also just see that a lot, like especially during the American Revolution. You saw militias start fighting the British like regular armies after some time of development, right? And so the tactics are like raids, which is like an attack on like a fixed position, right? So let's say like they're out camping, for the night. You go and you raid them, right? You destroy them and then you leave. Ambushes, which is just like attacking moving columns as they're going down a road that they frequently use, right? And the sabotage is like destroying anything they can use, right? So destroying vehicles or damaging them, or destroying let's say, what else? Yeah. Electrical grids, things like that. Yeah, just anything like that, really. And some books. This is actually how I got into it. There's one called Guerrilla Warfare by Che Guevara, and then there's another one called it's actually by the Army. It's their manual, their field manual on it. But yeah, it's been it's been how a lot of countries have like gained their freedom, or how like new governments have been established. And like a lot of modern day armies can actually trace their origin back to guerrilla armies. So for instance, the People's Liberation Army can actually trace their lineage back to when it was they were fighting the nationalists in Japan, and then the U.S. military also can trace their lineage back to when they were, or they could trace their roots back to when they were fighting the British as guerrillas, right? It's like back in the day, like I said that. And then also, I don't know of any other modern examples. Just the U.S. Army, and then I don't know what else.